And the Colts, and it comes your way next on EA Sports.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Just a short time ago, smoke from the pyrotechnics filled the dome as the Colts made their way out of the locker room. We're set for football as the Colts get set to match up with the Carolina Panthers. Just about time to rock as toe gets ready to meet leather. And off we go on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. So here are the Panthers now for their opening drive. And out will come the leader of this offense. And that, of course, is their signal caller.
And what I'm looking for from him today, the things every quarterback is looking to do. Lead his team to a victory. Doesn't matter whether he's throwing it, running it, handing it off, however he has to do it, as well as exhibiting some leadership, that's what he's trying to accomplish.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Now it's 2nd and 9. Off the play fake, he'll look to heavy rush, and down he goes. They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down. Here comes the blitz as they look to throw. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. And to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now a handoff here to his running back. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's got the 1st down yardage before being taken down at midfield. Defense had a chance to get off the field here in the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
They hand it off to Portis, and he's not even able to get back to the line of scrimmage. And there's also a flag down, and it's in the area of holding. Well, they had stopped him for a loss on the run anyway, so they'll decline that.
It's almost a good psychological advantage, isn't it? You created a penalty, and you still couldn't gain yards against us. No way we need to take that one.
And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. So the Colts now coming out for their opening drive. And leading them out there, their 6'5" quarterback.
It's pretty much become the norm when we see guys come out before a game and go through the route tree with their receivers. I thought it was exciting for us to see the exact same thing happen in practice.
He's so meticulous, isn't he?
He really is, and that tells me it's not just a one-time-a-week thing. They work on it all the time, trying to hone that fine edge. They want to see if they can get in sync and stay in sync in this one.
A good start to the drive. Here's that's caught out on the left side. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. Well, there you go, Charles, the first completed pass of his young career.
And we expect it not to be his last. Very good to get the first one out of the way, though, as he begins his career.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. On play action, they'll throw. And he slings one that's incomplete. 2nd and 10. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. He's got it to Ingram. Complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big play that time through the air. 34 yards.
Well, if you pull up his college highlight reel, you will see no shortage of great throws, and here's one in his NFL debut for big yardage.
And this is going to be a big test early in his career. How accurate can he be on throws like this? If he keeps doing that, he's going to be just fine.
So 8 yards on the completion there, and that'll make this a 2nd down.
A nice throw right there, and these fans getting their first look at their QB1 of the future. And I'd imagine it's got to be a big plus for him to get his first start here in front of that home crowd.
I know there's a school of thought about getting your first start away from home so you don't have the extra pressure of that crowd behind you. But I say ride the wave, embrace it. Go ahead and play it at that level, and I think it's going to benefit him in the long run.
And he'll take this one inside the 10, down to the 8. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
And they'll run on the inside handoff.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A great play there with his first career touchdown in his first career game.
And the Colts are on the board here first in the season opener. First quarter, maybe too early to talk about statement drives, Charles, but that sure seemed like a statement drive right there.
Well, if we're going to talk about statement drives, I think what they're saying is we're going to establish the run. They gave it to him early and often on this drive, and he wound up taking it into the end zone.
Extra point attempt to come here. And this is good to make it 7-0 Indy. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They were forced to punt on their initial drive of the new season. Now they're ready to go as they begin again with a 1st and 10. A throw left side to start out. That's complete. And it's a big play there as he is finally taken down on what will be a terrific final act of this first quarter. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Panther football to start quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 1st and 10. Now back to throw. And a slant.
by Ruggs.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. 14 yards. And the Panthers are now an extra point away from tying up this game. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And we are tied here in the second quarter. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25.
Second drive coming up here for the Indianapolis Colts. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season, and they'll get another shot here with a 1st and 10. The drive starts with a completion left side, and he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he finally is out of bounds, but he's down inside the 20-yard line. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line.
And the Colts are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. A nice completion there for the 1st down. And Charles, you think about the quarterbacks of recent vintage that have been thrust into action week 1. It's no guarantee of...
And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. A great effort there. Making quite a splash with his 2nd touchdown in his NFL debut. And the Colts have taken the lead. Extra point splits the uprights. And that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
This fielded right at the goal line. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
Now we get a peek at the captain of this offense heading back out there. He's doing his job, but the bottom line, they're losing. They've got a deficit to make up here, and he knows it.
And quarterbacks who last in this league learn that lesson really early. You may have had a great stat line and felt pretty good about how you played, but if your team didn't win, it almost doesn't matter. And right now he's adopted that attitude. How do I get better? How does my team get better? How do we find a way to win the game?
Well, he's hoping to lead his team to a successful drive. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line. The Panthers on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. And to give this time to the tailback. He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading
the Indy offense at the line and set to go. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Well, another completion there. And what a big moment in a young quarterback's life, that first NFL start. And Charles, obviously they want him to win games, but if they're looking at him under a microscope in his first month or so, what do you think they're hoping to see from him?
Well, for every question they'll have for him, they should have for themselves as a coaching staff, because it's not just how quickly can he learn the offense, it's what they can teach him, right? How can he build a relationship with his receivers? And, of course, how open is he to learning? And, of course, how open are they to giving him things that he can put in place on the field?
So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
And he'll wind up getting about 6 out of that, as that's going to lead us to the 2-minute warning. Hands it off out of the gun. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
And that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
From the gun, he'll hand this off.
He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1.
I like this focus there because he wasn't thinking about breaking that one big. All he thought about was, I need 1. Let's go get that. Ended up picking up 2.
They scored touchdowns on drives 1 and 2.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A great play there with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Colts add on to their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now 21-7. So that lines up a 7-play drive all told. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
This taken in at the goal line. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
And a first half that really has not been kind to them. A late opportunity here to maybe make some inroads on this deficit before half.
And this drive's going to go a long way towards telling us whether they actually have a chance to come all the way back in this game or not.
He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Here's 2nd and 8. He finds his man complete. That's Barnes. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. They'll look to throw now on first down. Holmes has got it complete. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
Reception here by Ruggs.
The 40. Past the 20. Touchdown, Carolina.
Henry Ruggs.
65 yards.
And the Panthers get a late score here in the final minute of the first half.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. The Colts going to take over now late in this first half. And with a 7-point lead, they'll likely look to take this to the locker room and not really press the issue.
This one complete to Ingram. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A big play there as the first half is winding down. And the Colts strike quickly here for 6 points.
I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards So just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
And exactly how fast was he going? According to Next Gen Stats, 21.7 miles per hour. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Taken at the goal line. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they'll take over with just 18 ticks remaining. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. He's got a first down past the 30. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line.
Let's go! Let's go! Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
Back to throw now on first down. Incomplete. And we're down to 8 seconds now.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Back to throw here. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. They'll throw now on the final play. Going up top. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. All right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the 3rd. All right, Coach, thank you very much as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. And we'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half.
Takes it at the 7th. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
Out come the Colts. They'll have it first here to start quarter number 3.
And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A big play there on the catch and run. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. That's going to be caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taking them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
So 3 plays already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A great effort there. Now with his 3rd touchdown in his first ever NFL game.
And the Colts are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers offense now, they head back on the field for their first possession of the second half. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39.
60 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
They go play action here on first down. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. You and I watched film yesterday, and you told me to watch his feet. For whatever reason, his footwork just looked off on that throw.
And you always love it when an ex-defensive back talks quarterback mechanics, right?
Well, but you're good at it.
Well, I try, all right? I don't know how good I am, but it doesn't take much to tell.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked off at the 45. And he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe. Down on the field, we've got an injured Colt after that last play. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. He finds his man, complete. It's Ingram. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves. This is just more of the same. This defense has had no answer on a lot of these throws. They've let these receivers run wild, and here's another completion for good yardage.
He'll look to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. Back to throw. And he's got it. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. Really nice gain on the completion. However, still 3rd and goal that they face now.
From the gun, they'll try to run it.
Yeah, he is marked down right about on top of that imaginary yellow line, but they say he's a bit short. Here we go on 4th down. And this time he is in. A great play there. Taking it in. And the Colts are able to grow their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll increase their lead to 28. That time a 6-play drive, and it culminates in an Indianapolis touchdown. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Carolina offense about ready to go. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. It'll be a loss of 10, and it'll bring up 2nd.
And the #1 mission of any offensive line, you got to protect that quarterback, keep him safe back there. This time, the rush got to him in a hurry.
And this came from the edge, and those pass rushers, they have so many tricks of the trade to get around blockers. They have a lot of tools in their kit. This was pure speed and athleticism on this play, though, and they could barely get a glove on him before he got the quarterback on the ground.
Over the middle, complete into the hands of Trimble.
And he will finally be taken down, but not before he reaches the 38. A big play there for Carolina. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. The 20. Touchdown, Carolina. A great effort there. 38 yards, and the Panthers are able to cut into this lead.
Well, this opening game has certainly not gone their way to this point, but, yeah, that touchdown, maybe a glimmer of hope for the long season ahead.
And no one in this league likes to talk about moral victories. No one likes to really just say, okay, well, maybe something went right. But you're exactly right about that. A little glimmer there. Maybe they can carry it over moving forward.
Extra point up and good by Sanders, and that'll cut the lead back down to 21. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Fielded right around the 8. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. Now whistles, and we've got a man down. A man down here following the kickoff. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive.
What's up, man?
That's going to set him back 5 yards.
Come on, now. Let's go.
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay.
No.
So that'll back him up 5.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive.
Hey, we don't need no more penalties right here.
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5.
Still first down. Make it happen.
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. And that'll set him back 5.
Still first down.
Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. They're inching closer and closer here to the wrong goal line.
When you're backed up like that, all you're trying to do is make sure you don't give up a big play, right? You don't miss an assignment that really gets you into more trouble.
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay.
That's not good enough, man.
They were already backed up. Now they're backed up further.
I think they were being so careful to make sure all assignments were covered that they ended up running themselves out of time.
Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards.
Still first down.
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay.
Delay of game. You gotta keep playing, man.
So that one will be accepted.
Come on, baby, let's go. Get excited. Let's go. Let's go. Still first down.
Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive.
Delay of game. They threw it. They just threw the flag.
And they just did not get the snap away in time.
Still first down.
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay.
Delay of game. Unbelievable.
Now the play clock hits 0 here, and we're going to get a delay.
Still first down.
Clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. Play clock down to 0, and that's going to be a delay.
Still first down.
Let's show 'em how to play football.
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay.
Delay game. Awesome.
And they're not going to get this one off in time. It'll be a delay.
Still first down.
Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive.
Delay game. Awesome.
So offense moving a little too slow there, could not get set, and they get the penalty.
Still first down.
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay.
Delay game. Awesome.
On a delay of game there, they could not get the play off in time.
Frustrating for the head coach. Frustrating for the offense. Sometimes you have to get the play call in a little bit quicker.
Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive.
Delay game. Awesome.
flag comes out, and that's because the offense did not get the play off in time.
And you can see the head coach, he is not happy. Everyone getting away from him right now because he's frustrated that they didn't get the ball snapped in time.
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay.
Delay game.
Now flags, and we're going to get a delay of game.
Let's go.
Still first down.
Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive.
Delay game.
That's disgusting.
And they just did not get the snap away in time.
Let's go.
Still first down.
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay.
Delay game.
Now the play clock hits 0 here, and we're going to get a delay.
Still first down.
Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he'll get him a little space here up to the 5-yard line.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we've played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. It's a 7-yard run, but it does bring up 4th down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. Now a deep ball going to be caught here near midfield. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A big play there. 81 yards. And the Colts are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their fourth quarter lead. The extra point up and good. And that'll increase their lead to 28. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The possession of the football goes over to Carolina. And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance, to be frank, not to be proud of here as they trail big in this fourth quarter. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Wide open receiver complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They can go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. They're going to look to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. And this one is incomplete.
Similar to a shooter in basketball who just connected on the previous shot. They run another set for him on the next play. Now, we had a guy who made the catch. They tried to get the big one downfield, but came up empty.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And his throw is incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
They'll look to throw again. Pass caught by Ruggs, middle of the field. And this won't be enough. A good secure tackle, and they stop him a few yards shy at the 46. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And down he goes, but the stiff arm utilized effectively there, and it helps them move the sticks. 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays have been successful throughout the game that have worked at the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. That catch good for only a couple. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. He couldn't get away there on 3rd down. The pressure too much, and he's sacked for a loss of 12. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And Graham on the grab. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. A big play that time on the catch and run. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and goal as they look to punch in a late score. They'll set up a throw. And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and that'll cut the lead back down to 21. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And this is going to be taken in by the Colts. Now they're down big here in the fourth. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35.
56 yards on the ground for him now with 4 touchdown runs tacked on.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep